How did Zoran Mondani become mayor of New York when this 33-year-old has done nothing with his life other than be a communist, an Islamicist? He hates capitalism, loves Hamas, is anti-American, anti-Semitic, defund the police, release prisoners from prison, don't prosecute crimes, fine with the 52% income tax, wants to disarm American citizens, allows drug use, doesn't want to cooperate with ICE, wants a global intifada, and he ends up being the mayor of New York? How does that happen? Well, the answer is simple. Zoran Mondani isn't an anomaly. He's a mirror of the movement among the younger generations in America, among the millennials and Gen Z. He represents a generation that has been discipled by Marx instead of Moses. They've been taught that socialism is compassion and conditioned to see victimhood as virtue. The polls show that 60% of Gen Z favor socialism. Nearly half have a diagnosed or suspected mental illness issue. And most believe their future is hopeless. They do not see the threat of Islam. The guy who is anti-Semitic, and they don't see that. He is an Islamicist, and they don't see that. And yet, that generation is the richest and most freest generation in human history, and yet they can't see truth. So what happened? Well, we've abandoned biblical economics. We've abandoned hard work and stewardship and accountability. We've abandoned the Bible. We've abandoned biblical morality. And now we push government dependence. Scripture warns that God will destroy nations. And what's happening now is the zeitgeist of the day, the spirit of lawlessness, is moving through the younger generations here in America. Mamdani's agenda, all these things I mentioned, fits the spiritual rebellion of the Antichrist. That's what it is. It is a spirit of Antichrist that is preparing the world for a one-world government under the coming man of sin that we call the Antichrist. Unless America repents and returns to biblical truth, this generation's deception will become our nation's destruction.